Backfire. So I was watching 10 to Life, Annie Elise. It's a true crime YouTube channel. I love her channel. I just love it. That's what I watch when I want to binge watch. That's what I do. I love watching true crime because it kind of makes me feel like it's prevented, like I can prevent something. If like the more you know, the more you'll be aware. So that's why I watch things like that. Somebody might be like, that's so negative. Why are you watching that? That's why. So the reason why I'm bringing it up is love spells when they backfire. Nicole Kessinger, allegedly, Chris Watts, allegedly, it's not alleged because it's proof. The police found it in her phone. Nicole had searched Chris Watts before she ever met him. His wife, information on him. She must have spotted him out somewhere and she got obsessed, right? Because why else would you be searching somebody that you never met, his wife and everything about her? This is in the police reports. This is in the police reports. She was doing specifically sex magic on him to make him obsessed. Now, let's say you and your person broke up and somebody did a spiritual attack to separate you guys. I see there's nothing wrong with you doing a reconciliation work to basically bring back what was already yours and what would have never left if somebody hadn't interfered. I do believe that you have the right to protect yourself. Let's say somebody put a bunch of stuff on you. I feel that you do have a right to remove that stuff off of you, to restore the balance. I feel like there's nothing wrong with that. And of course, what my opinions are may not be your opinions, and that's okay. But for someone that does not belong to you, they never did. They never expressed an interest in that. I feel like there's no business in doing that. You should never break up a happy home. That's just my personal beliefs. So just to clarify that before all the emails come in and all the weird stuff comes in, just to click that, let's push this to the side and back to the message at hand. He had never touched Shanann in a negative way. By all accounts, seemingly a good dad and a good husband. All of that stuff, right? Then Nicole got in the picture. He was obsessed with Nicole, inseparable, stopped caring about his family, stopped caring about his kids. And then, of course, we know what the end result was. He said that he felt like he was possessed. He felt like it wasn't even himself doing it. He said this. And, of course, he lied a lot. So, we can only take these things as a grain of salt. But, most of us know spell work does work. It does work, Krishan, allegedly, which we know she did, was doing a lot of spell work on Blueface. So if you do an obsession spell, does that mean that the person's going to be nice to you? That person could be obsessed with ruining you. If you do a spell for someone to get away from their wife, that can come in all sorts of forms, right? Their wife could either leave happily, willingly. The wife could get hit by a car. You could unalive her. Lots of ways to go. I don't want to deal with him. I want the wife and the kids just to go away and not be my problem anymore. When you're messing with spell work, that can manifest in a million different ways. Because even her doing the obsession spells, she might have gotten him to leave the house, but he would have eventually reconciled with his wife. Because who's got millions of dollars to keep these spells going? For someone who never wanted you in the first place, and for someone who's a happily married person with children and a family. That was the only way that she could have Chris forever, is if she was gone. I do not think Nicole Kessinger thought that it would end up like that. I don't think she thought that. I think she thought he would just run away and disown the wife and the kids and be like, listen, I'm signing over my rights. I want nothing to do with you. I feel like that's what she was hoping for. But look how it backfired. Now, Let's say someone's doing love spells or obsession spells on you and you are spiritually woke. You do the return to sender. And that same person who wanted you obsessed, they then become obsessed because it all goes right back to them. So you're free from that, but then it's all back. So these things can backfire. Also, even spoken word. You telling somebody in a very strong, direct way, till death do us part, or we're going to be together forever, forever. Like if you say that in a very strong way, you just casted a spell. You know, just so everybody do what you want. Everybody's got free will. I'm not here to tell anybody what to do, what not to do. Do what you want to do, but those things have repercussions. So just be really, really careful out there. But it was so interesting to hear that she was doing that because that's what I picked up. I picked up that Chris wasn't even attracted to her. And I know beauty's in the eye of the beholder, but if you look at Shanann, I thought she was just so gorgeous, you know? She was on top of things, very direct, a go-getter, making things happen. Shanann had survived a whole bunch of negative things. She's a good mom. She's making it happen, providing a good life for her family. Yes, of course, Chris had his career, but she had hers. She was doing her thing. You know, a lot of men want a boss bee. A lot of men want a go-getter. A lot of men want an independent woman, a woman who has her own. But then some men, when they get it, they start feeling some type of way about it. So you can't have it. You can't have it both ways. So if you want someone who's just going to sit on the couch and eat bonbons, you should seek that out. So I do think that he and Shanann, they were having issues, but I don't think so much issues to where therapy couldn't help. Not so much issues to where she'd be like, well, you know what? Maybe I am antagonizing. Maybe my delivery is not okay. You know, maybe there are things that I need to work on. In fact, that's what she told him when he was cheating on her. She was like, listen, there's something off between us and I want to make it right. Tell me what's wrong so I can fix it. But of course, that's not going to work on somebody who's under a spell and doesn't realize that they're under a spell. So, yes. All right, guys, JamieZebra23.com. Ta-ta for now. Love you long time.